In this week's video, we get a glimpse into what Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 may look like with all new digital elevation data and all new aerials in the latest world update. Also, we'll go into detail about this last world update before the new sim is released, and of course all of this week's big announcements and release news. We've got all the big flight sim updates for the week in one video, so let's jump straight into it. Before we jump into the previews and announcements, we've been flying in the new region of the world update, and hands down, it is the best looking version of a world update we have seen ever. But stick around, as you may want to check out all of this week's announcements and release news to make sure you're not missing out on any key product releases and developments. Kicking off at this week's previews and announcements, Aerosoft have released an in-depth preview video of their up-and-coming Frankfurt Airport. The 10-minute video was presented by Rafi, the community manager, and two developers of the project who talked about some of the things that we should expect with the release and some insights of the development process when it comes to the Frankfurt Airport. The video was produced by Aviation Lads, a YouTube channel who creates some of the best flight sim trailers and showcase some of the features and highlights and detailed parts of the airport. I'll leave a link in the description below to the Aviation Lads YouTube channel. Drop over there and give them a subscribe. They absolutely deserve. The Aerosoft team mentions that we will be seeing a few more videos in the near future about the release of the Frankfurt Airport. There is no ETA from Aerosoft when we'll see the Frankfurt Airport release, but from the looks of the video, the airport appears to be in its very advanced, if not final stages of completion, so we expect we wouldn't have to wait too long. The team over at Bluebird Simulations, who have been a little quiet in updates for their standards since this year's FS Expo, teased a few new screenshots of its in-development Boeing 757. The screenshot teased about the EFB for the 757 and a very early screenshot of the little talked about Boeing 767. Bluebird mentions the EFB on release will come with a full sim brief integration along with other menus to control various of other features of the aircraft. The team plans to add more features to the EFB over time. There is no confirmed date from the team of when we'll see the Boeing 757 in our flight sims, but the team mentions they are pushing hard for the end of the year, but will be able to give the flight sim community a better idea around mid to late October if they can make it to a end of year release. Bluebird finished this update by claiming we're making sure we don't rush this plane, but it's shaping up very nicely. FSDG, aka the Flight Sim Development Group, announced this week that they are developing Castella Airport, which is a Greek airport in the Greek islands. This airport, mentioned and shown in the video trailer, it's actually still under construction and it won't see a release for some time. The team plans to release the airport in 2025, which is the original opening date from when the airport will actually be open, or it will be in 2027 when the airport has been now delayed for its opening. This means that we may not see a release for 3 years from the team. That being said, it's very interesting that the development team have released a trailer or teaser video of the announcement, which is the first time I've seen something like this before the airport has really got into its development point. I guess they don't really want any other scenery developers creating this airport as well. Golden Age Simulations this week previewed their next in development aircraft, which is the Boeing Super Stearman model for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Golden Age Simulation showcased the Super Stearman in a YouTube video and walked through several features as well as a short flight including aircraft configurations, a start, cruise and touchdown. The Super Stearman has a more powerful engine up to 650 horsepower, which is much more than the standard Stearman of 220 horsepower. Golden Age Simulations mentioned all the major coding of the model and behaviors is all just about completed. The team is now reviewing the texture files and liveries. The Super Stearman will include a wise sound set that has been recorded by Sim Acoustics, and Golden Age Simulations is aiming for a late September or early October release for the Super Stearman. Black Square is added again after a very successful release of the Piston Duke and the Turbine Duke. The team is hard at work on the Starship, and this week they released their first look trailer. Black Square mentions that the Starship is one of the most technical advanced aircraft simulations for Microsoft Flight Simulator, with over 230 possible failures, including turbine engine failures, and a accurate recreation of the one-of-the-kind Collins AMS 850 avionics. One of the most advanced pressurized and cabin temperature simulations in any Microsoft Flight Simulator product will be found in the Starship, and all the systems with the Starships have been created with references to over 10,000 pages of operating handbook, along with partnerships with real-world Starship owners. There is no confirmed date of when we'll see the Starship available in our sims, but from the looks of it, we won't have to wait too much longer from Black Square. As with all big third-party development projects, such as some of we've mentioned today, Bluebird's Boeing 757, the Black Square, Starship, and many others week on week, including all the Microsoft Flight Simulator development news for 2020 and 2024. We scroll through the internet so you don't have to. So hit that subscribe button to the channel here if you want to stay up to date with all the big announcement and release news when it comes to third-party products and the sim. And we promise to bring you the most up-to-date and best news out of any other YouTube channel when it comes to flight sim. So hit that little red button and let's continue on with this week's updates. SoFly have announced they are about to release their next airport release. This time they plan to release the most comprehensive version of Cardiff Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The SoFly team knows there is other versions of Cardiff already, but they were already so close to finishing the development when Microsoft revealed in a World Update 17 they were bringing Cardiff to the sim. The team mentions they looked at what simmers thought already that was good about the Cardiff, and they improved their version, meaning SoFly will have the ultimate version of the Cardiff Airport. Some of the features we should expect to see are the most realistic renditions of Cardiff, extremely high quality textures throughout the airport, high detailed ground poly, realistic dynamic lighting, full model terminals interiors with real life details, model control towers, animated British Airways maintenance hangar, a realistic airport clutter, custom GSX profile. Cardiff is performance friendly. SoFly's Cardiff is expected to release exclusively over on the SoFly website and also the INI Builds website Thursday next week. Taxiing over to this week's release news, Microsoft has released their next local Legend aircraft, this one being the 19th in the series, which is the Focke-Wulf FW200 Condor. The Condor was considered to be advanced for its time and was the first airliner that could cruise at 9,800 feet. The Condor set several long distance records during its early years, including a Berlin to New York flight. When World War II broke out, the Condors were adapted for military use and only one survived out of 276 that were constructed, which is now on display at the Berlin Tempelhof Airport. There is no feature list, and that is with all local Legend aircraft. That being said, we expect it to be up to the same quality as we have seen with other local Legend aircraft. You can pick up your copy of the local Legend number 19, the Condor 200, from the InSim Marketplace store, and it is available for both PC and Xbox. Parallel 42 has released another airport this week. This time the team has added Circle B Ranch, which is a private strip in Cokeville, Wyoming. This release comes with its usual Parallel 42 flair and Easter eggs, as well as a bunch of micro scenes found nearby, such as a local ski resort, firing range, and a cattle area. This release comes with a massive feature list, with some of the highlights included as a 2,500 foot airstrip suited for stall and small GA aircraft, one helipad. Detailed buildings include a farm fresh beef, a restroom, self-service towers, a wine vault, and a firing range. Custom working building heaters in cold weather, custom sounds throughout the entire scenes, custom vegetation assets, fully modeled barn hangar interiors, fully animated irrigation pivots, and you can pick up your copy of Parallels 42 Circle B Ranch from the Parallel 42 store using the links in the description below. Unless you were living in your virtual hangar this week and you did not go flying, you may have missed that Phoenix Simulations has released its latest two aircraft to its current Airbus fleet, which is the Airbus A319 and the Airbus A321. These two releases from the Phoenix team have built upon everything we have come to know from their Airbus A320. Both of the new Airbuses offer unique challenges from distinctive flying techniques needed for these different aircraft and different systems, high approach speeds for the A321 and high performance takeoffs for the Airbus A319. The Phoenix team have gone to great lengths to replicate all the nuances for each aircraft, and features include CFM and IAE variants for both the 19 and the 21, bespoke flight and engine models for both variants, configured double or single over-the-wing emergency exits for the A319, two class configurations for the A321, an EFB which is built in with the A319 and the A321 has things like performance calculators, sim brief integration and also weight and balances, optional A321 noise reduction packages which modifies the exhaust, the A321 fuel system with new wing tanks and jet pumps, as well as all the other features we know from the Airbus A320 aircraft. You can pick up your copy of the Phoenix A319 A321 expansion from Phoenix Simulations store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Burning Blue Designs have been focusing on creating airports within the UK, and now they have branched out to North America with their latest release being Skyish Airport. The airport is located north of Vancouver and mainly serves general aircraft. It is used mainly for charter services, private aircraft and flying clubs. Features included with this release is 90 custom 3D models, all with PBR textures based on the June 2024 layout, fully customized night lighting, animated hangar doors that close at night, completely custom windsocks, animated spectators. A bunch of real life aircraft that have been based at the airport has been included as clutter. 14 kilometers square enhanced surrounding forestry, color correction has been done, and it's great to see the team over at Burning Blue Designs branching out of the UK. And you can pick up your copy of Burning Blue Designs Skyish Airport over on their store, links in the description below. Lining up on the runway for this week's sim update news. This week we received the last world update before the release of the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 sim. This new update featured regions of Germany, Austria and Switzerland. This update included all new 10 cities, Berlin, Frankfurt and Zurich, just to mention a few, 3 new handcrafted airports such as Munich, Salzburg and Bern, and 116 new points of interest, 42 in Germany, 38 in Austria and 26 in Switzerland. World update number 18 features all new DEM and aerial data that we will see with the new 2024 sim. The Microsoft team partnered up with Bing Maps, Bexel Imaging and Max Technologies, Gaia Simulations and Orbix to bring these new regions. Some of these partners we haven't heard before and could be some of the remaining unannounced partners for the 2024 sim. Microsoft mentions this new update serves as a fusion of recent and aerial photographs and digital elevation models and surface modeling to bring a level of detail we haven't seen in any other world update before. Jorg, the CEO of Flight Sim, mentioned in the last development live stream that this level of data we should expect to see with the new 2024 sim, and this data was used in this world update, and it will be the same data that is used in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 for these regions. That being said, with the addition of this fantastic DEM and aerial imaging, when it comes to the 2024 sim, we will see addition of 3D trees and 3D ground textures for 2024. The new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is certainly going to be a step up when it comes to the digital twin world, and World Update 18 is certainly only providing a small glimpse of what the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 sim will bring on the 19th of November. World Update 18 is available for free, and it is available in the InSim Marketplace store for both Xbox and PC. Remember to check your content manager as well, as there is additional updates there to be downloaded to make the most use of this new world update. Moving over to this week's new products on the InSim Marketplace store, a backlog list, we have seen no change in the total number week on week, holding steady at 272. Aircraft are down by 2, missions are holding at 161, sceneries are up by 7, liveries are up by 6, airports are down by 2 and others are down by 9. This week on the InSim Marketplace, when it comes to to Monday releases, we've seen a total of 16 new products, with 9 of these available for PC and 7 of these available for Xbox. One aircraft release this week, which was the Lionheart's creation LHC Whitterman Tailwing Bush plane, which was released in third-party stores a few weeks back, has made its way to the InSim marketplace. The Whitterman is available for both PC and Xbox. Other releases for the Monday included 3 livery packs, 2 scenery packs, 1 bundle, and 2 airports. Thursday releases included 2 livery packs, 22 flight challenges or mission packs, most of these again by VA Simulations, 1 landmark pack, and 10 airports. I will leave a pin in the comments below for the Aviation Lads YouTube channel, which makes great flight sim trailers. If you are subscribed to our channel, please jump over and subscribe to them as well. They are great friends of the Oz Flight Simmer channel. And if you're still not subbed here, click that subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and it's the best way you can help us grow our channel and stay up to date with all the flight sim news.